I want to share a story that might challenge the way you see the world. It's about a man who believed he was living his life to the fullest, only to realize he'd been living in a cage all along. Picture a man who works tirelessly, climbing the corporate ladder, doing everything by the book. Every day he wakes up early, limits through the same traffic, sits at the same desk, and deals with the same routine. For years he keeps pushing, thinking this is just temporary. I'll get through this, make it to the top, and then I'll finally be free. He believes that one day he'll escape this grind, that he's sacrificing now for a payoff later. But as the years pass, he starts to notice something. His promotions, raises, and achievements, they bring moments of pride, but they don't bring him the satisfaction he thought they would. He's still stuck in the same cycle, just with a different title and a little more money. When he looks around, he realizes he's surrounded by others who look just as drained, just as confined. And that's when it hits him. He spent his whole life chasing a dream that's not his own. Here's the truth. This story isn't just about him. It's about millions of people who've been convinced that success looks a certain way, that happiness is found on a path someone else designed. Society teaches us that the right way to live is to get a secure job, work hard, climb the ladder, and maybe, someday, we'll get to enjoy the life we truly want. But what if that whole idea is an illusion? Think about it. From a young age, we're all told what success should look like. We're taught to pursue stability over passion, security over purpose, predictability over risk. And why? Because society values order and control. It wants us to fit neatly into its systems, to follow routines, to not question whether the path we're on is actually making us happy. And the harsh reality? Most of us buy into it, spending decades trying to follow a mold that was never designed with our dreams in mind. Now, let's be clear, there's nothing wrong with hard work, with stability, or with providing for yourself. But why should anyone sacrifice their real passions and their real potential for a life that barely even scratches the surface of what they're capable of? Why should anyone settle for a version of success that doesn't even bring them joy? Here's what society doesn't tell you: life isn't a waiting room. It's not something you should get through while you wait for a better future. Every single day, every moment is a chance to build a life that actually excites you, that aligns with who you are. But society conditions us to play it safe, to avoid risks, to settle for comfort over fulfillment. Imagine this: he has a dream, a passion he's pushed aside for years because it doesn't fit society's definition of success. Maybe he wants to write, to travel, to start his own business, or to create something truly unique. But every time he considers it, he's haunted by the voices of caution. What if it doesn't work out? What if you lose everything? Don't be foolish, stick with what's safe. The truth is, society fears what it can't control. People who pursue their own paths, who break free from the traditional mold, are unpredictable. They're bold, they're resilient, and they're hard to manage. So society discourages us from taking risks, convincing us that the safest choice is the best choice. But here's the irony: what's the real risk? Staying on a path that makes you miserable for decades, or daring to try something that could actually set you free. Look around. How many people do you know who followed all the rules, did everything right, and yet feel trapped, stressed, or unfulfilled? They might have all the things society says they should want, but deep down they know something is missing. This isn't because they failed, it's because they trusted a roadmap that wasn't designed for true happiness. They followed someone else's definition of success without ever stopping to ask, what does success mean to me? So let's be real, what does it mean to succeed? Is it a big paycheck, a high-ranking job, or a comfortable life that looks impressive to others? Or is it something deeper, something that makes you feel truly alive, something that brings out the best in you and makes life worth living? If we keep chasing society's version of success, we risk losing ourselves. We risk looking back years from now and realizing that we've lived someone else's dream, not our own. We might have the job, the house, the recognition, but what good is all of that if it doesn't bring us real joy? What's the point of living a life that doesn't even feel like ours? So here's the truth: if you want to be truly successful, it's time to stop following a path that wasn't made for you. Start creating one that is. Take the risks even if they scare you. Follow your passions even if others don't understand. Invest in what makes you feel alive, even if it doesn't look safe on paper. Because at the end of the day, you'll never regret pursuing what you truly love, but you will regret holding back just because society told you to. And remember, society will always have its opinions. It will always try to define what success should look like, but its definitions don't have to become your reality. If you want real fulfillment, real success, real happiness, it starts with you. Stop letting fear and expectations control your life. Start living by your own rules, building your own dreams, and writing your own story. The choice is yours.